Yo, what's going on, man? Free game all day, man. Like and subscribe my channel, man. Hit that like button, man. Hey, look. So, of course, like I'm look like I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy as hell. But I think a lot of my sleep, and I have these thoughts. I'm sorry, not in my sleep, but like when I wake up, my mind be fresh. So, I had these thoughts, and I think about shit, and it's like it kind of come to me like certain, because most of my earlier videos I made, I had literally just woke up. I literally just woke up and it's fresh on my mind and I can think vividly. So I was trying to think about how I wanted to make this next video. So this is what I'm finna talk about. Okay. So check this out. Oh yeah, don't forget to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, man. Do that for me, please. Um, so I want to talk about relationships. I want to talk about the dynamics of the relationships and what do people really look for in relationships. Okay. I'm gonna start off with women. With women, for the most part, from my understanding, women like stability. They also like guys who tend to, I guess, be a certain way. So your stability and the money you make follows into what type of guy you are. Because there's a lot of unattractive, clean, fit, materialistic niggas. Who they can provide. And you see them and they clean and they fresh. They everything, but they actually might be ugly in a motherfucker. But they got money. So that attracts women. And women like, you know, the feel of stability, the feel that this guy got him. Okay. Then you have some guys are just attractive. Height wise, or they might just be, fit also. But they might not be as strong stability wise, you know what I'm saying? But they have all these other things, right? Okay. So they like that. Then on top of that, you can be um what else? Character wise, you don't have to, I don't think most men have to cook. I think they can actually go without cooking. Cause that's not nothing. I don't really it's a plus, but a lot of women don't really, there's not a big must, like a deal breaker, like, oh, you don't cook. Oh, like, I don't think, now, I think I have came across some women that really loves that. But at the same time, there are people who don't give a fuck about that. Then you think about being loyal. I think every woman wants a man to be loyal. I think so. Now, I'm finna come back to that in a minute. Just listen to hear me out. So, what a man likes when it comes to a mate, man, I think that he definitely can. You want her to have some type of stability, or just do something. Also, I think he also wants her to be loyal. He definitely wanted to be loyal as a mate. Somebody he's dealing with. As far as looks wise, I think he definitely want her to look good. Being attractive, that's probably top on the list. Period. So he want her to look attractive. Okay. Loyal, obviously, he wants that in a mate. So, I think, let's go back. So, a woman wanting a man to be loyal is definitely a plus. But what risk and how a woman will look past loyalty for a man off of what he does for her? Think about that. I think I've came across, and I think about in life, there's a lot of women, when it comes to guys who makes a certain amount of money or does certain things for a women are really mentally willing to look past him getting caught up, him cheating, him, having, him not, I ain't gonna say nothing bluntly, but, 'cause I think that when a guy feeds a woman a lie, a woman wants to believe the lie. They don't want to believe the truth. And I think it only happens up until they get tired enough to where they're like, okay, enough is enough. But a woman is really willing to get past a guy cheating. Now, if you cheat on a guy, only you have to be a real punk ass nigga to sit back, unless you done fucked up and you done got caught up multiple times or some shit, for you to sit back and to bypass a woman cheating. Women cheat. A woman look past that. Then even if she do get caught, I'm sorry, even if he do get caught and he's doing all that, and the woman decides to stay with him, she's gonna get her revenge in it, and it might not be right then and there, but if she's not wanting to leave, she's gonna get her revenge. The man just had to stick it out and just, and just deal with it. I actually know. I'm not gonna say no names. Of course, I'll never say names. But I actually know a couple. Well, this dude blatantly got caught. He got caught, and I know the woman personally, and she told me exactly. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, you got caught, and she was saying all this, talking all this, asking all these questions, saying all this shit about him. Oh, I feel like he doing this. So she literally grabbed his phone, looked in his phone and seen shit. He hollering at women. He setting up dates. He doing all this stuff. Now, keep in mind, they live together. And even in this time, they supposed to be engaged. But she caught him cheating. But you know what? She did not leave him. She didn't leave him. You know why? Because he's paying the bills. Because he's taking care of the house. Because he's giving her what she wants. So she's willing to put her pride to the side, sit down, and stick with him because of what he can be able to provide for her. A man would not be able to do that. A man don't care what you paying, what you doing, whatever it is. He is not gonna be able to do that. This is why I say you have to be in a certain position to really date and be, and have a real strong relationship. Because when you have the means and you're able to actually provide and do things, the leash is way longer. There's a very long leash. And a woman is willing to put up and deal with or whatever with so much that you're willing to do because of what you're providing for her. That's just what they want. Now, I'm going to say all women are like this. No, not all women. Some women don't care. I mean, they just don't. And a woman with her own money and you got your own money, they really don't care. They don't care. That's why you see so many women in high caliber, situations with guys who got millions. Let me tell you something. These women that are divorcing these guys that got millions and millions of dollars, they're not divorcing them just to be divorcing them. Now, I know that a lot of times I do take the man's side a lot. And I'm a little hard on the ladies sometimes. I'll tell the truth. But I know for a fact they're divorcing these men, but they're divorcing these men because these men are getting caught up. I know that's what it is. They already got the money. They probably ain't got the time to really spend with them because whatever they're doing, personally. But they're getting caught up, and it's probably to the point where like these women can't take it no more. And they're like, you know what? I'm finna take half his shit. I'm finna divorce. Because I ain't signed. I ain't finna be sitting back disrespected and put on. That's what's going on. They probably dealt with it long enough. And then after a while, they just Like, no, I'm not doing this no more. So, but the fact of the matter is, the average person, like, it's not going to be, it'll be a longer leash, but it's how a motherfucker plays. So, for example, he can be a player. He can make 100,000 a year. He can make 90 to 80,000. He could be a player. If he's a little discreet with it, if he ain't just wide open out there like that, he'll look discreet. And a woman can sense it. She's gonna play along and go and do that with him long as, he's willing, I guess. Hoping that he stops, hoping that he's not gonna do it. She's gonna accept that he says he's sorry, all of this. But then with this, it's gonna be a day to where, like, she's gonna be like, you know what, I'm just really tired of this. And she's probably gonna save her money up, go on, get an exit plan, and then try to get up out of it. I promise you, that's the difference between a man and a woman. A man just ain't gonna do it at all. He just don't care. He don't care what it is. If a woman cheats or he find out she cheating, he's gonna want to get the fuck on. He ain't gonna want nothing else to do with it. Like, oh, you fucking whore. No. and that's it. Like, you cheating, like, that's it. You have to, that's why I say, like, in relationships, the dynamic is so crazy. And I don't know why some people just are not realistic and just be like, you know what? Let's just do this. And we could be okay. Because most of the time, women want what they want. And they want to be in a situation with this man, with all these high hopes, with all these dreams. But they don't think about the outcome of it. Now, what's the outcome? If I don't change my ways, if this don't happen, just because I want this, just because somebody's saying this, just because somebody wants it, doesn't mean that the outcome might not be the same if I don't change. You have to like put everything in perspective before you jump into one of those situations and what's going on. Tell men all the time, and even myself, in order for you to be in that situation like that, there are certain things there's certain things you have to be doing if you want to be that foolproof dude. And a lot of times that's not even that. Even if it prolongs that outcome, you still don't want that. You want something solid, and people just don't value the whole thing of being a solid, down to earth, loyal person. It's all about what you can do for me. It's all about what are you doing for me, and that right there give them their rating, their loyalty. They're basing their loyalty off what's being done. That's just the truth. If you're doing this for me, then I'll be a little bit loyal to you. Guess what? I can turn my head. I can close my eyes, a blind eye. I can, put my head down if you're doing this, if you're doing A, B, C, D. Then on top of that, when that happens, then the love goes out the window because it's not about love no more. But that is like really like 85% of the relationships out here. It's all about what you can do for me. That's it. If you're not doing this, not doing that, not doing that, then how good are you to me? You know what? You can go get you some pussy. I don't give a fuck about you. Think about how fucked up that is. That's a train wreck waiting to happen. And it's going to happen. And it's not good for the dude. And it's not good for the girl. And don't be married and you doing this. Because if you be married and you doing this, then you just be ready for your shit to get taken in a divorce. It's always going to happen. Anyway, man, look, I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all. Look, free game all day.